The Outlook Curio and the 77 Zips support the Wolves.
You can find special gifts in the Curio shop.
Or ride the zip line 717 feet up and 727 feet back down.
Above the 77-foot Turner Falls. And it's just off Highway 77 in about 77 seconds.
Joyce and Brother Gary back the pack. The Outlook Curio and the 77 Zips support the Wolves.
You can find special gifts in the Curio shop.
Or ride the zip line 717 feet up and 727 feet back down.
Above the 77-foot Turner Falls. And it's just off Highway 77 in about 77 seconds.
Joyce and Brother Gary back the pack.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new year here in the Birdcage as we get ready for a wonderful basketball game here tonight for the Lady Wolves and Wolves. Sorry, I'm trying to fix some audio issues for Mr. Fielding here with me.
Hey.
So welcome to 2024.
Yeah, glad to be here, man. Starting off the year with some Wolf basketball. I love it.
It's basketball season. It's a brand new year. It's trying to see here. We're trying to get some issues worked out. Okay. Now, can you hear now?
Yeah,
okay.
I can hear. I couldn't hear. It kept going in and out. Sorry, Bobby.
That's okay. So I think we got that figured out. But I apologize to our sponsors this evening. Got up here this evening. Our computer has decided they want to take a Christmas break as well.
Oh, yeah.
And
well, why not, right?
Something has happened with our commercials. So we'll get those ready to go as we get ready for a big weekend of basketball for the Arbuckle Winter Classic.
Arbuckle Winter Classic, man.
Which we will start at 11. The stream will go live about 10 till 11 on Thursday and won't stop until 10 or 10:30 that night, and do it again on Friday and Saturday. So a lot of hours of streaming for you guys. I'll be here on Thursday for most of it. Friday, I probably will not be here. Saturday is questionable. It all depends on how Mav wrestles, you know.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'll be here Thursday night for the big game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friday, I actually have a better part of the day, so I might pop in and do something. But,
all right.
Both boys and girls team are going to be in the championship game on Saturday.
When scheduling today, we talked about it. I said, look, we're going to mark this down. Anything with an asterisk is going to be the Wolves and Lady Wolves playing in the game.
Yep.
And I went ahead and marked them on the winner's side all the way through.
Good.
That way I keep the basketball kids who are media students off of those games. So,
there you go.
I know Davis going to start off with Roth in that thing. And then if they win that game, primarily, I think, my personal opinion, they'll get Little Axe again.
I do too. I think Little Axe will be a challenge for them, but I think Davis knows what they're getting into this time.
Yeah,
we went up there not knowing anything.
I think Davis went up there with a preconceived thought of what they were going into. They just got that number 12 ranking.
Yeah,
and they were pretty high on themselves, and rightfully so. But you can sometimes let that get in your way of the game, and I think that might have happened that night. But Davis, I think, will have a shot at getting that redemption match with Little Axe later on this weekend. But let's not jump ahead.
Yeah.
Let's not jump ahead.
We got Lindsay tonight.
It's a big game for the girls. Chad, I've been kind of off and on here because I've been doing other things, but are the girls still undefeated?
As far as I know, the girls are undefeated.
I think they are. And they're playing well. As they get ready to roll in this, they've already won the Velma tournament. Of course, both teams did. But the girls are now looking to win this, roll into the Arbuckle Winter Classic, and then, hey, those playoffs are just on the horizon.
Yeah, they are. They are not too far off.
And the Lady Wolves are only getting better. And if you can't hear it, it's going to be extra loud in here tonight.
Yeah, the band is in here.
The band has joined us in the gym, which is the first time for the 20 years I've been around. So shout out to Mr. Bigelow, the band director, for bringing in the band to get the crowd extra hyped up for tonight, for the Lady Wolves and Wolves game against Lindsay. As we got about 6.5 minutes to go before the game. Lindsay, I was talking to the radio guy from Lindsay a while ago. Their boys team, from what I understand, graduated 5 seniors last year, all starters.
A lot of them, yeah.
So they're real young, but you just got to know at least 1 or 2 of them are going to be able to shoot the ball,
right?
Because that's just the way they grow them out there in Lindsay.
Yeah, they had that young man that was a post, a center, whatever you want to call it, and he was exceptional.
Yeah.
And I am not sad to not see him here tonight.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that you want to play against the best because you want to beat the best, right?
Right.
To quote the old Ric Flair, you want to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Right.
But at the same time, you're not going to be upset that you don't have to play against that anymore. So, I agree with you, Chad. It'll be nice to not have to deal with that. But I think this is exactly the game that the boys need tonight. there is an unspoken rivalry here.
Oh, no doubt.
With Lindsay. And maybe, I don't know if Lindsay feels the same way, but I think Davis does.
Davis does for sure, yeah.
And so, to get this game, I think our boys go out, get a win tonight. It'll be just what they need going into the Arbuckle Winter Classic. And then, like I said, those playoffs on the horizon to get them back on that track.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know about the girls' practice over the holidays, but I can tell you the boys had practices over the holidays. They had a couple of scrimmages. One was in Calera, one was in Latta. And I'll tell you what, the boys looked good.
Okay.
They were moving good up and down the court. Looked like they're starting to get a good grasp on the offense. But I think they had 4 or 5 days that they didn't have a practice. They even had a practice on New Year's Day.
You got to start the new year off right. Start your New Year's resolution. That's better than about half of the world setting that resolution and then not making it to the gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
They made it to the gym. They did what they had to do, so I think they're ready to start this year off with a bang. I'm ready to go, Chad. I don't know about you, but I do know, I will say, I know we weren't going to get too far ahead into the Arbuckle Winter Classic. We're going to have a couple of special guest commentators for that. Kyler Drake, the one and only Kyler Drake, is coming back. He's going to be here for quite a bit of the Arbuckle Winter Classic. Wants to call it for you guys. And then Duncan Harness, I talked to him the other day. He maybe come back and call a game or two. So it'll be good to have some of those guys back. And then, of course, you'll have all of our media students jumping in there and calling some games for the, all the other fans, not just the Davis fans, but there are other games that will be played. We'll commentate every single one of them. With that being said, we're a little short-staffed tonight. We got 2 people up here working for us on the laptop producing it. So if there's anything wrong with the program, it is 100% his fault. It is Nate Pullen. So if anything goes wrong, call him. He'll be the one to tell you it was all his fault. On the camera, though, somebody I do personally know. She has to put up with me all the time.
Right. No. I think you have to put up with her.
I would say that. I think she will say it the other way around, that she has to put up with me. But it is Shaylee Alexander running the camera. So if the camera's messed up at all, it's 100% her fault. So,
there you go.
But shout out to all the media kids who are working hard. Shout out to Dane Johnson. Dane Johnson puts a lot of work in on the laptop and making sure that everything's ready to go for these games. I'll have to get him about the commercials, but he probably just forgot to check that today. So, but I apologize to those sponsors. We couldn't do it without you sponsors. Thank you very much for everything that you do for media. With that being said, 2.5 minutes. We're going to get the national anthem in. We're going to get the starters in, and we'll be right back here with you to bring you this ball game. We'll see you in just a little bit. Welcome back to, welcome back. We're unable to do commercials tonight, but now you're back listening to us. I don't know how much you want to do that, but you're listening to myself, Bobby Alexander, Chad Fielding. So we get ready for the starters for the Lindsay Leopards. I don't have a roster here in front of me, so I apologize to those ladies. Looks like number 1, number 5, 10, and number 22, and 24. And based on what Mr. Mapes is saying down there, it's probably a good thing I don't have a roster because I would absolutely butcher those names. But now for your Lady Wolves starters. Looks like number 1, Kinsley Barnes. Number 5, Jacoby Lanoy. Number 12, I think it's 12, Cameron Martin. Oh, 13, excuse me, 13. Number 15, Maddie Morton. At forward, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 15, Maddie Morton. And number 22, Presley Hunt. Media's own Presley Hunt. Man, it is loud in here tonight.
It is very loud in here.
And the band really hasn't played since I said that. So.
And the band hadn't even started yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's crazy to me. So, but there's, pretty good crowd in here tonight for to be the first. Typically, most schools, have a couple of days in January. We had to start back today, and not just start back with professional development. We started back with students today.
Yeah.
And so a little different from what most of the kids here are used to or the staff are used to. But everybody dove back in head first. And we got a busy week. We got basketball tonight. Wrestling's on the road this week. Basketball has a big tournament this weekend. So big week for Davis Wolves sports. We get ready to tip the ball off in this Ladies Wolves contest. Kinsley Barnes going to be jumping for the ball. She will win. Brings it down. Presley gives to Lanoy. Lanoy's going to set the offense. Start swinging the ball around a little bit. Lanoy wide open down there underneath. Unable to get the bucket.
Good rebound.
Good rebound there by Maddie Morton, blocking.
So I don't know if you noticed, they have a zone except for one person, and that person is playing man, and that person is on Presley Hunt.
I'm just supposed to guard her because they know Presley will shoot the lights out when she gets a chance.
Yep.
So as Lindsay loses the ball there, able to get it back, dribbling around, trying to find somebody open, gives it. She puts up for 3 off the front of the rim. Lanoy blocks out, gets the rebound, going back the other way. Lanoy going to swing the ball around to Barnes. Martin going to dribble around to the top of the key. Far side with Lanoy. Trying to work it down baseline to Maddie Morton. Finds Lanoy open. Swings the ball. Good ball movement there by Barnes. Good. Gets it off the glass. Looks like they're going to set into almost a man defense. Attack fast. Forces Lindsay to slow down with the ball. Does get to the top of the key. Swinging the ball near side. Presley almost gets the ball there. Presley all over it right there. Trying to work the ball in. Defense playing hard. They're going to call a walk there. All right, good job there.
Yeah.
They're kind of letting them play a little bit because I thought Presley even kind of got a little handsy out there, but did well. Forced the turnover. Ball going back the other way. Lanoy goes off her foot there, picks it up. They're going to call a double dribble. I feel like it got away from her, but apparently you can't do that. Lindsay with the ball, swings to the far side. Again, Davis staying with that strong defense up in your face. They work the ball inside, tries to get the ball off the glass and can't do it.
Good defense by Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie's she's a big body down there. When I say big, I mean tall.
Yeah.
To get her hands up and have to go over her, and that's not going to be an easy feat for anybody. Martin loses it, does get the ball back to Barnes. Swings the ball far side. Finds
Nice
Lenoy cut to the
pass.
basket. Great pass there by Presley Hunt. And good bucket there by Jacoby Lenoy.
Quick timeout by Lindsay.
Yeah, they got to try to stop the bleeding. We're just a couple minutes into the game, and Davis out to a quick 6-0 lead. It not really. I know it says 6-0, but they haven't really let Lindsay get a good shot yet.
No.
So it's not even the fact that they're missing buckets on the other end. Lindsay hasn't got a good chance to put one in yet.
No, and that tight man defense by Davis is just it's doing what it needs to do, and the shots that they do have, they're having to shoot over the top of somebody. So good job by the Lady Wolves. Way to start out this game.
So as the Lady Wolves ready to come back out on the court. I think all the starters do stay in. Nobody subbing in yet. Lindsay will bring the ball down the floor. Davis staying with that man defense up in their face. Lindsay trying to cut, get some passes inside. Forces them to throw back near side. Gonna have to do something with the ball pretty quick. The ball to the corner, near corner here. Dribble back out to the top. A little handoff. She's working herself into the corner there. She's not going to have far to go. Right there, that defense just swarms her and picked up a loose ball by Kobe.
That was a good trap. Yeah, down in the corner with 2 6-footers is not where you want to find
Yeah, it's not where you want to be. Barnes setting a good screen there. Morton, I'm okay with Morton taking 2 steps and pulling up right there. I want to see her do it. I like when the big guys get a chance out there. Presley's trying to get a spot, and that girl is just not going to give her room to shoot the ball if she can.
There you go. Hey.
Barnes right there putting the ball up. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Lindsay going to try to bring it down quick.
That's exactly what you asked for, Bobby.
Yeah, it is. Lindsay trying to drive. Not a really good shot there. Does they get punched out of bounds there by Lindsay, so it'll stay with, or it'll, turn over to the Lady Wolves. It's always a weird thing, Chad, for me to, because you can hear.
I can hear the coaches clearly.
Like you can hear them like they're sitting up here with us, but at home they can't hear that, which is strange. Lenoy with the ball far side. Gives to Morton at the corner of the free throw line there. High post. Swings the ball back outside Lenoy. Lenoy's going to try to dribble baseline. Can't quite get there. Presley near side. Tries to go baseline. Nothing there for it. Gives back to the high post to Maddie Morton. Barnes finds Cameron cutting. Cameron loses it, but gets the ball to Lenoy. Can't quite get the ball to fall. Oh, good defense there by Presley. I think she kind of baited that girl into trying to make that pass because she left a little space there, but able to get in the passing lane and knock the ball up in the air and able to pick it up. Oh, loose ball kind of gets away from him there. We're going to try to figure out who the ball was out on. Should be Davis' ball, I believe. Cameron Martin to inbound the ball. Gets the ball inside to Barnes. Lenoy near side. Finds Cameron Martin. She pulls up off the front of the rim, but nobody there with Barnes to get the rebound. Easy bucket off the glass. Lindsay tried to slow down a little bit, I think. Does pull up a little jumper there. Gets her own rebound, though, and gets swatted almost to the rubber mats. The shooter, not the ball itself. So they do call a foul there on Maddie.
At 22, Russell.
Apologize for that. I had to take a quick break to help out with our camera person. I got to give him a little coaching.
Yeah.
Little coaching, but Maddie Morton with the ball at the top of the key. She takes a couple steps forward, and she's going to go ahead and take it. Can't quite get the ball to go. Forces the Lindsay player to pull up the dribble. They do kind of back off a little bit. Still going to stay in that man defense, but more like a half-court man defense. They give her the spot that pulls up on a three, air ball, rebounded by Maddie Morton. Minute 27 to go in the first quarter.
And Bobby, I believe you're right. They are letting them play because we are a minute and 20 left in the first quarter and one foul.
Yeah, that one, and it was just a couple seconds ago. It wasn't that long ago. As we get the bucket there.
Nice shot by Lenoy.
Lenoy gets a good bucket there. Lindsay will bring the ball across half court. Throws it far side. Thought about pulling up. Takes a little move inside. Can't get to the layup to fall. Rebounded by Hunt. Hunt's going to bring the ball down the court. Push it a little bit. Lenoy top of the key. Gives to Martin. Martin thought about it. Gives back to Morton at the top of the key. Swings back the ball far side. Seems like they're running a lot of offense through Maddie there, kind of at the top of the key. Presley going to pull out from way out there, off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Lindsay, coming back the other way. 15 seconds.
A little bit of an aggravation shot.
Yeah, I think she wanted a little bit better look than that, but she was going to pull up when she had a chance.
Yeah.
Ball gets knocked loose. 4 seconds left on the clock. Barnes hustling down. Gets it as the buzzer hits. Buzzer was almost a little delayed there. It was a lot closer, but the buzzer does sound into the first quarter. Lady Wolves 12, Lindsay Leopards 1. And I'm with you, Chad. A whole quarter gone by and only one foul.
Yeah. That doesn't happen often in high school basketball.
Not in the birdcage.
No.
Not in the birdcage. But a good start there by the Lady Wolves. I'm okay either way, no matter what Coach Brown decides to do here. I like the in-your-face defense, but the flip side of that is you're going to burn a lot of kids, your girls, out by playing that hardcore of a defense, full court the whole time.
Yeah.
So I get kind of pulling it back to a half court. I don't know what we're going to have to do on the offensive side. I know Presley kind of put up that one, looked a little frustrated to shoot that one. I like the cutting moves that we've had. We've had a couple really good
that backside cut has been open more than they passed it, but the passes they've made, they've been on point. And right there, Martin, if she had been ready for it, I think she had her hand up but wasn't expecting the pass to come.
Yep.
Nonetheless, she got control of it, passed it out to Lenoy, and Lenoy, I think, made a good shot.
Yeah, so. I think there have been good looks there. I think you're almost Presley wouldn't like this, but you're almost using it. She's almost a bait right now because she's drawing so much of attention. Even though she's only shot the ball once, she's still having to pull so much attention away from.
Yeah, they don't have that third person in the key.
Yeah,
and that's really helping.
So right now, looks like Cameron Martin went to have a seat, And
Maddie Morton.
Maddie Morton had a seat. Shelby Collins and Addison Danker in.
Shelby Courtney.
Shelby Courtney. I said Shelby Collins. Shelby Collins is from Sulphur, older my age. I don't know, whatever. Shelby Courtney in the game.
Number 10 for Lindsay. Wilmot. Leslie Wilmot.
Lanoy dribbled the ball. Good defense there by Lindsay, kind of forcing her to change directions multiple times. But Barnes there to set a screen, and that is not a body I want to run into.
No, that's like a brick wall.
Short on the three-pointer there by Presley. I think that's a little bit of those frustrations. She's trying to pull up so quick when she gets a little bit of a look that maybe not a greatest chance she has.
That was the first good look, halfway decent look she's had with the screen that was set, because when the screen was set by Barnes, she took that defender to the hoop.
All right. Barnes with a good spin move there. Can't get the ball to fall. Rebounded by Lindsay.
They've been trying to set that high screen for a while, and Barnes finally got it done that time.
Well, let's be honest. If anybody's going to be able to set a good screen on this team, it's going to be Barnes. So Lindsay has the ball top of the key. Trying to get the ball down post late. Good defense there by Barnes. Forces a bad shot. Oh, Presley just can't quite pull the rebound down. Lindsay pulls back up for three and knocks it down. So the first buckets for, non-free throw buckets.
Yeah, first field goal.
For Lindsay there. It sets the score 12-4. Field goal, thank you there. My mind went completely blank. Presley there with a turnover. Ball kind of got away from her. Looked like a little bit of a carry. That's what they called.
And I've actually seen that called more this year in basketball than I have in the previous 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that. I don't know what's provoked the change in philosophy from the referee side there, but it definitely is called more now than it has been. Presley will go take a breather. I'm struggling tonight. She's going to go sit down and take a breather. And Cameron Martin came back in for her. Shelby Courtney with a good defense there. Golly, man, I am awful tonight.
And that's what Lindsay's going to have to do. They're going to have to get good penetration like that going to the hole, because when you do, 9 times out of 10, the offensive player is going to get the foul.
Yeah, I don't think Shelby did anything. Shelby Courtney did anything
She looked
wrong.
like she was set. She had her hands up, and I said that wrong. The defensive player is going to get the foul.
Yes.
The offensive player is going to,
I think we all knew what you meant.
Get to shoot. So I'm struggling too, Bobby.
I think she did it correctly. She did exactly what she should have done. Unfortunately, the call will almost always go against the defender there. So that does bring it 12-6. So Lindsay's trying to climb back into here. Couple of minutes drought for the Lady Wolves, but jump ball, we'll go with the Lady Wolves.
Lady Wolves.
Good hustle by that shooter. Nobody blocked her out.
Yeah, nobody blocked her out. You got to get in front of somebody. Davis working the ball around. A couple of good cuts there. Good penetration passes, I guess you would say. Lanoy trying to get to the baseline. Can't get there. Gives to Barnes at the top of the key. Danker near side. Gives back to Barnes inside the paint. Have to swing the ball back outside. Barnes pulls up from right in front of the free throw line. Knocks it down. I think if that's what they're gonna give you that, you're just gonna take it.
Yeah.
Good look from right inside the free throw line.
Shot, yeah.
So I'd be willing to take that all day long. Lindsay gonna have to work the ball around, trying to get the ball inside. Does. Bouncing around, gives to Presley. Presley's gonna try to take it. I think she needs to kind of look up and slow down a little bit. She's got a three-on-one. Does slow down, gets the offense set. Man, they are just hardcore all over Presley anytime she gets her hand on the ball. Lanoy far side.
Same thing on Lenoy. I mean,
Yeah.
she's not getting much room.
Barnes thought about it for a second. It does get to Presley going inside. Man, a good look, a good rebound there by Danker. Tries to go back up. I think that's a smart move by the Danker. As you get the ball, just trying to go back up.
She got fouled.
She did.
It's like what we were talking about down here on the other end.
You're almost always going to get that call as the offensive player in that situation. So, man, I hope I get my words straightened out before the big tournament this weekend.
Ring rust. It's just ring rust. We're shaking it off tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't get your words, and I can't stop coughing. I don't know what the deal is.
Lady Wolves do get the ball inbounded. Martin going to dribble around on the outside. Swings down to the corner near side. Trying to work the ball inside to Presley. Ball gets away. And scrum for the ball a little bit between Lady Leopard and Maddie Morton. I think they're going to say it's Davis ball.
It is.
Man, I would take that pass inside all day off an inbound. Big block there by Lindsay. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Chad, I'm going to be 100% honest. I do not know how there wasn't a foul called on that one.
I know it.
Okay. They're really going to let him play. Gets the ball inbound to Martin. Lindsay steals the ball. Good pressure there and gets an easy layup.
That's got my cheek train, Wilmot.
Presley Hunt loses the ball off her knee. And just like that, 3:39 to go in the second quarter. Lady Wolves 14, Lindsay 8. So they're clawing their way back into it. Unfortunately, Davis kind of getting in a turnover frenzy here. Lindsay pulls up for three, bounces it off the backboard. Wow. Do get the ball inbounded. Lindsay kind of backs off that pressure there for a second as they draw within a one-possession game. Presley with the ball, dribbling the ball around. Going to pull up from way out there, off the front of the rim.
Good rebound by JC.
Rebounded by Maddie. I don't know if they're going to call that one a shooting because she was still standing flat-footed.
No, that's shooting.
About 22. Also, her first.
Couple more fouls
Number 3
called now.
at the line.
Will be Maddie Morton shooting two. Knocks down the first one.
Maddie Morton.
Misses the second. Rebounded by Lindsay. They're going to call a foul there. I feel like we're going from one thing to the other.
Yeah.
We're going from, no fouls being called. Maybe we should have just not said anything about it. But now
I didn't think they could hear us down there, though.
Well, I didn't think so either. But apparently they did. And they're starting to call a few more now. We're up to 5 fouls now total. Lindsay, she's going to pull up from beyond the arc. Does fall short. I got to say that was Lady Wolves' ball. Kind of looked like we might have got a hand on one there, but they're going to say no. Gives the Lenoy inbound. Lindsay going to move up into that trap defense. Lenoy does get past it, though. Tries to get a pass across, can't quite get it. Intercepted by Lindsay going back the other way.
Wow.
Man, another quick foul there. I'm going to say it's on the floor, though.
Kinsley Barnes, her first. Foul number 3.
The foul does go against Barnes. That'll be her first foul. Evens the fouls up at 3-3. Speaking of threes, Lindsay pulls up for another one. Rebounded by Barnes. She kind of gets rid of it before the jump ball gets called. Lindsay makes the steal, tries to go for a layup, can't quite get it. And I don't know how there wasn't a train wreck there. Jump ball will stay with Lindsay.
I hate to say this, but right now, the Lady Leopards are out hustling the Wolves.
The last couple minutes for sure.
The loose balls are getting there. They're hustling up and down the court. They're making good plays, but the Lady Wolves need to calm down. And
honestly, it looks like two completely different teams.
Yeah.
From both sides, from the way the game started, the Lady Wolves, like you said, I think they need to kind of settle down. They're getting a little out of control. I'm not saying it has overflowed, but it looks like the frustration we saw with Presley on a first shot or two has kind of overflowed to multiple girls. I think they need to settle back down, play within themselves and what they're being given. I think that obviously we're going to have to figure out something because it looks like Lindsay's finding success on that in-your-face press defense, trying to trap somebody, get quick steals and easy buckets. So we're going to have to get past that. Jacobo Illinois did a great job of it just a second ago.
Yeah. Number 22 and 24 for the Lady Leopards have really stepped up their defense. They're the ones that are initiating the trap. 22 has been all over the court. I don't know how many points she has, but she's been everywhere in these last few plays, hustling, getting the ball, giving her team other opportunities. And she's the one that they normally put on the ball handler.
Yep.
A little bit of church clap there.
A little bit of church. Yeah, a little jamming out in the gym. Lindsay's going to inbound the ball, work it around, trying to work the ball inside. Tries to get a good defense there by Maddie Morton. Kind of force a bad shot. Does pull down the rebound. Gives to Lenoy. Lenoy's going to bring it across. Gives to Presley near side. Morton near side. In the corner, nobody near her. Lindsay's just going to back off of her. Barnes trying to set the body down there. They do get it down to her. She pulls a move. Can't quite get it to fall. Rebounded by Morton.
They're going to call it on the floor.
She was kind of pushed in the back, so I would say that's probably before the shot. I would tend to agree with that one. 48 seconds to go in the half. It is a 4-point game now, 15-11, led by your Lady Wolves.
Team foul number 4.
Presley throws the ball up, can't quite get it to fall. It'll give Lady Leopards about 40 seconds to go down and make something happen. We're going to swing the ball around. She's going to pull up from beyond the arc near side. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Lindsay. They find it back out. Shot another three. Knocks it down. That puts the Lady Leopards within one. 15 seconds to go in the half. Presley finds an open spot, loses the ball, couldn't quite get the shot off. Ball, man.
Good job.
A kind of errant pass, gets bounced around a little bit, ends up in the hands of Barnes down low, and she's able to bounce it off the glass and get an easy bucket to set it to a 3-point lead going into halftime. Lady Wolves lead 17-14. So from the first quarter to the second quarter, again, a tale of two quarters.
Yeah.
First quarter, start the game. Lady Wolves came out, hardcore defense, really forcing the turnovers. Got some easy buckets down low.
Yeah, I think they had 12 points in the first quarter.
They did. So up until that last bucket right there, we were sitting on 3 points for the second quarter.
Yeah.
Do finish with 5 in the second quarter, so not a good second quarter for the Lady Wolves. The Leopards only had a couple points in the first quarter,
Yeah.
and then come out and put up double digits in the second quarter and put it within 3. So I will. Man, it's going to be a good one there from here on
I think
out.
it's going to be down to the wire.
We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back here in about 9 minutes for the second half of this Lady Wolves game. We'll see you in just a little bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the second half. I gotta hold my ears here close to me.
Wow.
As the band just finished up. Man, you get the band in here, and it is crazy loud.
I might have some hearing loss.
I already have it, so you know.
Well, I'm a child of the 80s. You know I've got it.
I was born in the 80s. That count?
You're close. That was my teenage years.
As we get ready for the second half, I would be willing to bet that Coach Brown has made some changes. Told the girls they kind of need to settle back down. We see the starters coming back onto the floor. Maddie Morton, Jacoby Lenoy, Kinsley Barnes, Cameron Martin, and Presley Hunt. I'm sure that Presley Hunt, her dad, his Coach Hunt, sitting over there on the bench. I'm sure there was a pretty substantial amount of conversation between him and her.
Probably some stern conversation.
I would imagine so, kind of saying, hey, let's not take unneeded shots, unnecessary shots. Let's take good looks and kind of get rid of the frustration. As we get ready, the Lady Wolves start with the ball. Lenoy is going to bring it across the court. Still good at both teams. Lindsay obviously starting out with that hardcore defense still. Martin dribbling the ball. Does pick up her dribble, has to find somebody open. Gives to Maddie Morton.
And they're going to leave Maddie out there at the top of the key all night.
I think Maddie, you saw it there kind of the end of the first half that, she wasn't going to shoot from very far away. I've seen her shoot. She can shoot, so I don't know if maybe not comfortable from that range or what, but she thought about it from there. Going to try to dribble inside. Loses the ball. Picked up by Lindsay. Lindsay goes on a fast break. Throws the ball up off the board and in. And that puts it back to a 1-point game, 17-16. Lindsay going to stay with that man defense. Noah's going to have the ball near side. Morton sets a screen. Good pass there by Jacoby. Found that kind of pick and roll, that screen and roll offense. Morton able to get away from the screen and get an open spot. Good pass by Lenoy. Kind of set the ball over the top.
Yeah.
Right into her arms, kind of led her to the rim. Great job by both of them. Lindsay has the ball back down at the other end. Swing the ball around. She's going to pull up from beyond the arc. It's going to go wide. Rebounded by Barnes. Swings the ball forward to Presley Hunt. Presley Hunt's going to pull up from there. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Martin, though.
Most wide open shot she's had tonight.
Most wide open shot. I'm okay with her taking that one. You want your shooters to keep shooting the ball. Barnes there. Tries to feed a good look there. They call jump ball there. Good pass there by Barnes into Maddie Morton. Kind of led her to that far side there. Only Maddie had a shot at it. Unfortunately, Maddie not able to get a good look after it.
Well, and we've got the height with Maddie and Kinsley. We need to be taking advantage of it, posting up.
Yeah, absolutely. Lindsay going to try to work the ball down inside on those two bigs that we talked about. Gives the ball to the free throw line, pulls up, off the front. Rebounded by Lenoy, going to go the other way. She's going to throw the ball down to Martin near side. Martin's going to get a little screen help there from Morton, Morton with the ball at the top. Gives to Hunt. Hunt finds a little open space, pulls up for a two. Can't get it to fall. We're going to call a foul on
Maddie
Morton there. Is that her second? That is. It'll be her second foul. First team foul of the second half.
15, Maddie Morton. Her second, team foul, number 1.
Lindsay will bring the ball across half court. Lindsay going to dribble the ball near side. Tries to drive in there. Gives to the post player, but she's almost out by the three-point line.
Oh, goodness.
We're going to call a foul there on Barnes.
That's number 1, Barnes. Her second, team foul, number 2.
I'm okay with the foul call if that's what you're going to call all night. But
both sides of the court.
Yeah.
Just because they're big doesn't mean they can't play defense.
Right, absolutely. And so I would like to see a little more consistency, but I'm okay with the foul as it stands by itself. So Lindsay going to dribble the ball around, try to drive in, rolls to the middle of the paint, throws up a shot, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Barnes, gives to Lenoy to bring it down the floor. Lenoy trying to work the ball inside to Barnes. Gives to Morton, ball gets bounced around. Lindsay's going to come up with it. They're going to pass the ball forward on a fast break here. Gets the bucket off the glass.
We're a 1-point game.
Back to a 1-point game. Lenoy going to bring the ball down the floor. They kind of trapped Lindsay in the corner there. Apologize. I was having to. Every once in a while, I got to pull up the YouTube and kind of check the chat and see what's out there, see if anybody's mentioned anything to us. Nothing this evening.
Okay.
So
that's good.
I never have to like to put people in timeout, but I will do it if I need it. But so I just want to take a quick second. I know we've talked about him many times before on the show, but our dear friend and our former colleague here at Davis, Jared Morse. I know he's probably at home right now, hopefully taking care of his wife, Sarah, who had a surgery, I believe, just a few days ago. And if I'm not mistaken, it was a heart surgery of some sort. So hopefully she's doing well and at home and resting. So
there's nothing better to do when you're at home resting than go over to YouTube and tune in to Wolf Out Media.
There you go.
And watch a little Wolves basketball.
Hey, I like the shameless plug. I'm all for it. So, although I don't know if it's good for the heart to listen to us talk, but whatever. Lindsay going to bring the ball across the court, across the half court. Forces her to one side, gives the shooter. She's going to pull up. I think we kind of got away with not being called for a foul there. They are going to call a foul on a rebound, though.
That's on 22 for Lindsay Russell, her third.
That'll be the first team foul, but number 22's third, which, I would imagine she gets one more. You might see her have to go sit down for a minute, which Lady Wolves would probably be okay with that.
She's one of the ones that's been playing that stifling defense.
Yeah, I would say her and 24 for sure
Yeah.
have been the two that have been the most ferocious at the defensive end for Lindsay. Gives to Presley, Hunt, and then down to Morton at the high post. Morton thought about it a little bit. Lenoy gets open at the free throw line, pulls up, knocks it down. That's one for anybody on your team, especially your shooters. If you are open at the free throw line, you take that shot. Lindsay going to bring the ball back down the court. Dribbling around to the top of the key. Swings the ball near side. Tried to get it in. Intercepted by Maddie Morton. Gives a head to Presley Hunt. Hand off to Lenoy. Looking to try to get the ball down low. Can't quite get it down there. Does get it to Barnes at the top. Presley's going to attack.
Wow.
Not a great look there by Presley, but
no.
I would like to see the foul called there. As she got it kind of pushed around going for that layup, but Lindsay driving in, kind of ricochets it off the backboard. I'm going to call it jump ball. You got to give credit where credit is due, and if you're going to say one thing about the Lady Leopards, they are attacking the ball, attacking after the ball. That if there's a loose ball, they're going to be going for it, and they're going to fight for every inch they have. So right now, Martin swings the ball upside.
There you go.
Good job. Good look.
Great
good ball
job
movement.
passing the ball.
Good ball movement all the way up the floor. Multiple passes. It does end up in Shelby Courtney's hand right under the basket. Easy bucket.
Extends that lead to 5 now, 18-23. Lady Wolves are up.
Lindsay going to swing the ball far side. Back to the top of the key, now near side. Had an open look down.
Yeah, they did.
Had an open look down low there.
2 minutes to go in the quarter.
Barnes trying to play defense on the post player there. Ball gets tipped around off the rebound and ends up in the hands of Martin, who gives to Lenoy. Back to Martin on the far side. Collins to the top of the key. I keep saying Collins. Wow.
Right.
Courtney.
Oh, that one was unmistakable.
That's a good thought there, because you almost look like you don't know that she's really taking the shot when she starts to get fouled.
Yeah.
And amidst the foul, able to throw it up as if she were taking the shot and get herself to the line. Presley misses the first one.
Key foul number 2, and at the line, number 22, Presley Hunt.
Well, she was yelling loud enough I could hear Kinsley up here, but Barnes didn't hear her at first.
That's funny. Barnes going to go have a seat.
Makes
Maddie
the
Morton.
6-point lead.
Yep. Lindsay dribbling the ball around. Gets a good look. Fortunately for the Lady Wolves, rolls off the side of the rim. And then Presley Hunt will bring the ball down the floor. Gives Illinois top of the key. Working the ball far side. Ball's going out of bounds. You see Coach Hunt kind of motioning to Cameron, don't grab that ball. It's going out of bounds.
Right.
So would like to see her let that one go, but Lindsay going to drive, try to get a shot off. I think we got away with not having a foul called on us there. They're going to call travel
Way too
there.
many steps.
She wanted that Euro step, but unfortunately took one too many. Again, Lindsay going to stay in that press defense. Presley Hunt going to bring the ball across half court. Coach Brown going to call a timeout. Reset his offense.
26 seconds to go in the third.
This third quarter's kind of flown by. Not a lot of stoppage in this third quarter.
4 fouls total.
I will say, I mentioned earlier I would like to see more consistency in the calls. I do feel like as far as teams go, it's been called both ways, not one over the other. But I think we've gone from letting them really play to maybe what some will call, I'm not calling it this, OSSA, just because you're listening, ticky-tacky.
Right.
But,
and then it loosened up again.
And then it loosened up again. So that's when I say I want more consistency. I think that is what I'm talking about.
Right.
But as far as the team play goes, it's been pretty even as far as the fouls have been. Now, I think some players would probably argue with me in that case.
Right.
But
well, you're looking up at the board. You got 2 and 2. I think the last quarter we had 3 and 4 or something like that.
Yeah, it's been relatively close most of the game. So, Lady Wolves are going to start with the ball near side, inbounding. She's going to throw it backcourt to Illinois. Almost kind of loses her footing, but able to stay upright. Keeps her dribble. Trying to get the ball down to Presley Hunt. Gives the ball high post to Shelby Courtney.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, great job by Shelby Courtney. That girl coming across to play defense there to help out was swatting to try to hit that thing all the way up here to Mr. Cook standing by us. But luckily for us, misses it, but doesn't get a foul called, so Shelby Courtney's going to be at the line.
And great situational awareness to know that other defender was going to drop in the middle of the key, allow her to roll and go to the basket. So,
yep. Addison Danker onto the floor. Maddie Morton on her way off.
Gets her a little bit of a breather before the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Good rebound by JC.
Jacoby. JC was older sister.
Yeah, thank you. We got to put it up.
Tries to get a floater to go at the last second. Can't quite get it to fall.
Jacoby.
Yep.
We're having trouble with names now, Bobby.
Names tonight is not our strong point, I promise you.
But here we are, 25-18 Lady Wolves going into the fourth. I think the Lady Wolves can pull it out if they keep playing the way they are.
You know, here's a bright side that maybe I think gets outshined a lot about these Lady Wolves right now. We talked about it this going into the game tonight. The Lady Wolves, they're undefeated right now. They're playing well. They're doing well. Obviously, we can sit up here and honestly say not their best game from start to finish tonight.
No.
Thus far.
Yeah.
You know, but even with playing, they're not their best. They're still up 25-18 going into the third quarter.
Yeah.
Or going into the fourth quarter, excuse me. You know, so I think that's where, you know, a little bit of a shining to the cloud right now is the fact that we are not playing our best, but we're still leading this game. We're still playing well enough to be ahead in this game, and we're going to be okay. So that's what I like about this, and you don't see desperation things, you know, coming across right now. So still,
no, they're
like
playing
you said,
good fundamental basketball.
Yeah, good situational awareness, like you said.
Yeah.
Looks like it'll be all 5 starters coming back on the floor to start the fourth quarter. Lindsay going to start with the ball near side.
Possession, Lindsay.
Shout out to the 36 people we got watching with us tonight. Glad to have you.
3-point.
Shot by Lindsay goes in. Pulls it back into a 4-point game. 25-21, Lady Wolves leading. Jacoby Illinois with the ball.
Thank you, Bobby.
Preston's going to drive there. Kicks out to Martin. Gets Illinois back at the top of the key. Kind of reset. Trying to work the ball far side. Gives the ball a high post there by Maddie Morton. Gives the ball down to Barnes. Barnes able to get a bucket off the glass. All right, poor Lindsay defender. She looked at her coach like, what do you want me to do in that situation?
I was right there.
Yeah, there's nothing I could have done. And she's probably right. There's not much she could have done to stop that play. Presley able to stop the ball, dribble there. Lindsay forced the ball to kind of be handed off the top of the key. They're looking for that 3-point shot again. There it is. And it goes in, kind of in, out, and back in.
So they're going to have to get on 10 and 33 when they're out there at that 3-point line.
Yeah,
Those
absolutely.
are their two shooters.
You're going to have to close the gaps now because they're starting to get hot right here late in this game. Lenoy going to pull up from beyond the arc on the other end, off the back of the rim.
Oh, good hustle.
Almost rebounded by Barnes.
Oh, that Lady Wolf ball.
I almost rebounded by Barnes, but in the commotion, forced the turnover and pass there. So Lady Wolves will get the ball back on that end. 6:23 to go in the fourth quarter. 27-23, Lady Wolves lead. Gives in to Presley in the corner. Gives to Maddie down low. Sure, trying to whack to the post there. Throws it up, not able to get anything. 2 big players trying to fight for the ball.
Jump ball. Possession, Lady Wolves.
Had timeout. Coach Brown, situational awareness, called a timeout.
Okay, I mean, I don't think that Mr. Mapes even knew that yet.
So it's going to be Lady Wolves ball under the basket.
30-second timeout, Lady Wolves.
So you had a coach call a timeout, and one referee called the timeout for him at almost the exact same time the baseline ref was calling a jump ball.
Yeah.
But it is going to stay timeout, Lady Wolves, so the possession arrow will stay with the Lady Wolves right here.
You know, I'm always amazed when the coaches make those timeout calls because I'm sitting up here and I'm thinking I'm pretty in tune with the game, but a half a second later that timeout wouldn't have mattered.
No, I
that
think
was spot on.
I mean, to be able to call it at that split second, because like you're saying, a half a second later, you don't have the ball or the jump ball's being called. So great awareness there by Coach Brown to call that timeout in that moment. 6:12 to go in the fourth quarter, 27-24, Lady Wolves leading. Lady Wolves are going to inbound under the baseline. Those to the top of the key, gives to Lenoy. Kind of what I call the safe pass on that inbound. Presley's going to fight with the defender right in her face. Martin far side. Trying to move the ball around. I'm going to say Lady Wolves ball.
And kudos to that young lady for playing the type of defense she is, because she has 3 fouls.
Yeah, she is staying right on her 23 and 24, the two guarding Lenoy and Presley.
Yeah.
Man, they are just playing all kinds of hardcore defense. I would like to see a little bit call for the push in the back there on Maddie, but unfortunately not got it. Presley's going to pull up from the top. Rebounded by Barnes. Puts
there
it
you
off
go.
the glass
Way to be there, Barnes.
Second chance points is big late in games.
Yep.
Right there, Barnes making it count for the Lady Wolves. Lots of dribble handoff, gets away from Lenoy, gets the ball.
Jacoby
Lenoy, easy layup. Oh, a little hard off the backboard.
Come on, Davis.
Kind of have to pull back out there. Still not a wasted possession yet. Presley going to pull up from top of the key. Knocks it down. Shooters keep shooting.
Yep.
That's what I love it. Shooters keep shooting. Don't ever stop. And that's why, because you know eventually Presley's going to get one to fall, and she does right there. Makes it 32-24. Just under 5 minutes to go in the game. They're going to call walk there.
Yeah.
Took a little side step to get away from the defender. It'll go Lady Wolves ball. Couple substitutions for Lindsay, excuse me. I don't see 22 and 24 going anywhere.
No.
Late in this game.
They're going to stay on the court.
Yeah,
they are the
until they foul out. I think they're going to be there because
and 24 only has 1 foul right now.
Yeah, yeah. So I would imagine they'll both be there for the entirety.
You go.
Works the ball into Maddie Morton. Morton with a good move there. Gets her own rebound though.
Oh, going to call the travel.
Okay, all right. I don't. Okay, okay. That's all I can say on that one. Okay. Lindsay going to bring the ball across half court. Our producer looked at me really funny when I just kept saying okay 5 times. He didn't know what to say. I didn't either.
Okay was timely and poignant.
Yeah. So Lindsay pulls up there, short off the front of the rim, rebounded by Barnes. I started to say rebounded by Lenoy, but they all kind of pulled their hands back. And Barnes ended up with,
Lenoy.
Jacoby Lenoy.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we reiterate that.
I'm going to get that right.
Presley with the ball far side. Going to try to dribble around. Gives them Morton just inside the three-point line. Presley going to get a little bit of space. Pulls up. Misses that one off the back of the rim. Lindsay going to bring it across the court. Finds a good look there. Find a player down low into the basket. Gets it off the glass and the foul. So she'll go to the line for the and one. 3:37 to go in the game.
Lady Wolves are up by 6.
Apologies to our people at home watching. They think there's 3:34 to go in the game.
Where's our producer?
Well, our producer's slacking over here,
Okay.
I guess. I threw him off guard with my OKs a while ago, so he missed out on a couple of seconds.
Missed the three-point play, and Lady Wolves rebound, and Jacoby bringing the ball down court.
Yep. Martin gets the ball, swings the ball near side to Morton. Davis kind of swing the ball around the place. Lenoy throws one up off the board. Oh, rebounded by Lindsay on the fast break.
Good play by Martin.
Good job by Martin there. Knocked the ball out of bounds and not draw a foul. Not give up the easy bucket. I think the more impressive part is that you not give up. Not only do you not give up the bucket, but you don't foul in that situation.
Yeah. Good hustle play.
Lindsay swinging the ball around far side. She's going to attack the rim. Dishes back out a little bit. Back at the top of the key. Lindsay trying to work the ball inside.
Oh.
Again, I don't know whether I think that's a foul or not, but I can understand calling it.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it a block for Maddie.
That's going to be a 4 on her. with 2:49 to go on the game, and I think Shelby Courtney will be coming in for her momentarily.
So we got 2:50 to go in the game, just under 2:50 to go. Chad, you got to have that player of the game, on the back of your mind there.
Wow. Okay, I got it.
You got yours, all right. Mine's a little bit tougher. I toss up between two. I'm going to see how those last 2 minutes plays out to see which one maybe outpowers the other one. Lindsay stole the inbound pass. Oh, man, I feel like that should have been a walk right there. They're going to pull up from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Barnes. Timeout, Lady Wolves. So it happened so fast. I just want to point it out there. The inbound pass got away from the Lady Wolves, ended up in a Lady Leopard hand going out of bounds. She tried to throw it back off of Presley Hunt, and Presley Hunt very quickly kind of jumped and spread her feet apart just enough the ball went right underneath her, and it ended up, not going out of bounds off of her. Now, Lindsay did get a hold of it and got a shot, but luckily that ball did not go in, and it does go back to the Lady Wolves. So, fourth quarter, 2:36.
We're down to a 5-point game now.
5-point game. I think Davis kind of has settled back in this second half, but I still think we're starting to see some of those frantic turnovers. And I'm going to put 100% of those on those two ladies sitting right down there talking right now.
22 and 24 for
22
Lindsay.
and 24 for Lindsay. They have caused almost all of that. So shout out to those girls for playing the absolute defense that they have played all night long. Check the chat one more time. We got 45 people watching with us now. Thank you, everybody, for joining in with us.
Big inbound play here. Looks like they're going to try to...
I'd say I would imagine they're going to be in our face the whole time now. They're going to double team Jacoby Lenoy down there. Cameron Martin going to inbound the ball. They do get the ball into Lenoy. Lenoy's going to try to...
They're going to trap.
They're going to try to trap here. Forces her to pick up her dribble.
Look.
Gives to Barnes.
There you go.
Throws ahead to Courtney. Courtney tries to go up for a little bit of, can't quite get it, but kind of in an awkward position in front of the rim. Lindsay does come back down with it. Oh, she gets around it easy. Oh, she had gotten an awkward position herself, even though she had a good look at the layup. Presley Hunt's going to bring the ball.
The ball never crossed.
That's what we're going to go with. We're going to say that works. So no backcourt call there. Barnes out there outside the three-point line. Gives back to Hunt. Back to Barnes near side. Barnes is going to try to drive. Can't quite get there. I wish she'd have gone on through that one. They're going to call a foul there on Shelby Courtney.
1:41 to go, Bobby. 5-point game. The Lady Panthers are stepping the defense up even more than they have all night.
For those two that we've talked about numerous times, I don't know how they could turn it up anymore, but they seem to find a way every time. Speaking of number 22, she's going to be bringing the ball across half court. Met by Lenoy. She's going to try to take it herself. Does get all the way to the rim and the easy bucket off the glass. Martin able to get the ball into Barnes to Lenoy. Gives up the pass to Courtney. Courtney misses. Rebounded by Lenoy and in. So with a minute to go in the game, 34-29, Lady Wolves lead. Big three-pointer shot there by Lindsay. Missed and rebounded by Hunt. Gives to Lenoy. Gives to Barnes far side. Gives to Courtney. Courtney goes, attacks the rim. Gets fouled. She'll go to the line shooting two. I don't see anybody going off the floor unless they're fouled out for Lindsay at this point.
No, there's nobody going out. There's not even anybody with 4 fouls for Lindsay. So
yeah,
they got a couple to give. Well, actually, they got 4 to give before we're shooting.
Shelby Courtney misses that one.
And Maddie's waiting to come in for the shooter.
Misses that one as well. Rebounded by Lindsay. Throws the ball near side. They're gonna give the post player to shoot there. Misses the three-pointer. Rebounded by Hunt. We're gonna call a jump ball there.
Lady Wolves.
That's a really quick jump ball, but they're gonna say it was, and it'll stay with the Lady Wolves. Martin to inbound the ball. 23 seconds to go in the game. Gets the ball into Maddie Morton. Cameron Martin there, dribbling around. Gives to Hunt.
Ten seconds to go, 5-point game.
Man, the ball kind of got punched around there. They do call a backcourt against the Lady Wolves, so it'll be the Lady Leopard ball. She pulls up the three, off, back of the rim, rebounded by Lindsay. Gives to another player, shoots a three again.
And time is out.
Buzzer does run out, and it is off the front of the rim. So
player of the game, Bobby.
yeah, if you can't hear the illustrious Dr. Mapes down there, the final score 34-29. My player of the game, I was going to go one of two ways, but the one that sticks out to me has got to be the young sophomore, Maddie Morton. I think she played well. I think she had some vital moments where she made some big choices, not necessarily scoring buckets or anything like that, but maybe even off the ball that she was doing good things and really helping this team get this win in a way that it wasn't pretty, but it's still a win.
Yeah.
So.
And mine's going to have to be the other twin tower.
Okay.
Kinsley.
So that's where I was stuck with.
Rebound, a lot of second chance buckets, and without those buckets, these Wolves are not on.
Yeah, I agree.
I got to give it to Kinsley tonight for being in the right place at the right time.
Congratulations to the Lady Wolves on remaining undefeated on the season with a tough, like I said, ugly, but a W is a W. And as we get ready for the boys' game, they're coming out to warm up. So we're going to take a quick break. Again, I apologize to our sponsors. Some kind of computer issue has caused our commercials to not play this evening. We will have those working and ready to go for the Big Arbuckle Classic. We could not do it without you, but we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back for this game here in just a few minutes. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back to the Birdcage, ladies and gentlemen. I guess you didn't leave, but again, apologies to our sponsors for our inability to play our commercials this evening. We could not do it without you. You know, I'd go through and name you, but I know I'd miss some, and I don't want to do that. You know, and then we have PT Central, Sooner Pharmacy, Vision Bank, Hilltop Animal Health, Mike Hellick, CNC. And when I say CNC, I mean all of
CNC,
all of CNC, and all his companies that within that umbrella. But at Rise Vision, thank you to all of those sponsors. We couldn't do any of this without you. We appreciate everything you do. As we get ready for this Davis Wolves versus Lindsay Leopards matchup.
Number 21.
Again, I don't have a roster for the Lindsay, so I'll get their numbers. They wear the dark numbers, which make it very difficult for me to see. So I see 5, 3,
21,
21,
23.
Is that 23? Yeah.
Yeah, and this last one is 24.
Okay,
Oh.
so those are more difficult to see. But as we go to the Wolves for their starting 5,
Davis Wolves.
a senior.
Guard, a 6'1" junior.
Oh, excuse me. He went out of order there on me, Mr. Mapes did. This is number 1, junior Dakota Carter. Number 11, junior Dalton Heffley. Now the senior, 22, Tyson Moss. Also senior, 23, Spencer Clinton. And somebody you know quite well, number 24, the big man down low, Wyatt Fielding himself.
6'5" junior. Number 24.
I've said this in conversations all over the place. When people think of Davis basketball, they do not think of 6'1", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5".
No.
Like, you just don't think of that. And right now, and there's still a couple of guys over there on the bench that are over 6 foot.
Yeah, there are.
And so, actually, the majority of them on that side of the bench are over 6 foot. So Tyson, obviously plays really well, really hard. He's the sole guy under 6 foot
on the court right now.
On the court right now. So.
And normally, if Davis has one over 6 foot, it's a rarity.
Yeah, exactly. Spencer jumps here, wins the tip off, and tips it to Dakota. Dakota throws down to Dalton, who swings the ball around. Ends up back at the top with Spencer, the key. Wyatt there. Moss near side. Swinging ball back far side. Carter thinks about it. Pulls up. Heffley really thought about it there. Does go ahead and pull up from the free throw line. Good effort there by Wyatt Fielding there. Loose
Good
ball.
job by Spencer.
Good job by both the big men there. Wyatt kind of came out of nowhere to try to get that rebound and force the loose ball. Spencer able to pick up the loose ball and put the bucket in. Lindsay's going to push the ball here. Trying to kind of see. Looks like Davis going to stay in a man defense here. Lindsay pulls up from beyond the arc. Does knock it down. They always do have a couple shooters, so you always got to watch out for that. Lindsay looks like they're going to try that trap defense. Davis able to break and get across half court. Good leading pass there by Tyson. Unfortunately, not able to get it to go. Lindsay pushes the ball down the floor. Kicks back out. Going to kind of reset their offense here. Swings back far side. Does get an open little look. And a bucket.
Basket by Taylor.
Again, Lindsay going to with that press defense. Davis able to get across half court though. Going to get a reach in foul.
That's on 24. Aguero, his first. Team foul number 1.
Be Davis ball on far side over there. Throws it back court to Carter. Working the ball into the corner with Moss. Moss going to try to drive the baseline. Does get a shot up. Can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound though. Can't get the second chance to fall though. Lindsay pulls back. Lindsay driving baseline, kicks back out to the top. He's going to pull up from there, knocks it down.
Quick timeout by Davis.
And Lindsay jumps out, you know, 8-2, but a couple of big shots there, big three-pointers there by the Leopards.
Well, they haven't missed a shot. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, and we talked about it before the girls' game. Lindsay is very young, but the flip side of that is they still know how to shoot.
Yeah.
That's a constant thing at Lindsay. They always have at least one or two shooters. You know, and they're showing that obviously tonight. Perfect from the floor thus far. You know, Davis has got some good looks. You know, and offensively, I don't think we've been bad. Unfortunately, just haven't got a couple of chances to fall. But on the defensive side, we're going to have to get a hand in those shooters' faces.
Absolutely.
Dalton inbounds the ball, gives back to him. We're going to work to Carter, back to Heffley. Moss ends up bringing it across half court. They're going to try to trap. Wyatt. Heffley pulls up from back there.
Open three, nails it.
He knocks it down. That's what you need right there from Heffley, pulling up from beyond the arc, kind of getting them going. Shout out to Mrs. Helmers, who is congratulating the Lady Wolves on the chat. Lindsay, oh wow, what a pass. Not able to get the bucket to go. Gets a second and a third chance. Jump ball there. Wyatt able to kind of come down with the ball in his hands, but Lindsay able to get their hands on it as well. Gets the jump ball. It'll stay with Lindsay underneath the basket. Tyson Moss and Spencer Clinton going to go have a seat. Braxton Griffin and Isaac Lewis onto the floor now. Again, now we are solidly over 6 foot on the floor. Big block by Wyatt Fielding. Carter's going to take this one all the way.
There you go.
And one.
And the bucket.
That's exactly what you need right there. A big defensive stop on that end. And I mean, yes, Wyatt got the block, but it wasn't bad defense by,
No.
I was trying to figure out who was actually down low there. But
I want to say it was Dalton Heffley that was down there.
Okay, so whoever, Dalton, Brax, whoever it was, down there, down low, kind of forcing them to go up and allowing Wyatt to come over and make the stop. Force the block, and then a quick outlet, finding Dakota Carter going down the floor in an easy bucket. Do miss the free throw at the other end, though. Lindsay brings the ball back down this way. Lindsay drives, pulls up baseline, misses it, rebounded by Carter. Carter's going to force it. Again, rebounded by...
Good job by Dalton Heffley.
I can't even get the words out fast enough. Dakota cut through, made his own space, missed the layup, but it was followed up by Heffley there to get the easy bucket off the glass. Lindsay's going to look like they're going to pull up there. Man defense really playing fierce right now. I like it. It's not something you're able to see a whole lot with high schoolers that are this big. You don't see a lot of them able to get around as well as Davis is right now. Unfortunately, Braxton there kind of caught out of position.
Yep.
Tried to recover a little bit, and does try to get there to, affect the shot, but unfortunately, Leopards make the bucket and get the foul, so he'll be going to the line for shooting one. Braxton Griffin, Wyatt Fielding off. Tyson Moss, Spencer Clinton back onto the floor. He does make the free throw there.
Lindsay staying with the pressure.
Moss going to bring it across half court. They're going to try to trap him out there. Lindsay does steal the ball. 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Wolves trailing by 2. Lindsay finds a man down low.
I'm not sure who they're going to give that to.
Yeah, it's going to be on Spencer or Carter.
Yeah, they gave it to Spencer. I really thought Carter got a good block on the ball.
I did too, but unfortunately Spencer going to get called with a foul there. He makes the first free throw. So shout out, we got a former media member who is filling in up here. Jason King has filled in for the camera. So again, if anything's wrong with the camera, it's 100% her fault.
Her fault.
But we appreciate her filling in here. So he makes the second free throw, extends the lead. Heffley going to bring the ball across half court. Try not to get trapped. Gives a head to Wyatt Fielding. He kind of hands it back off. Swings the ball around. Good ball movement there by the Wolves. Moss going to try to take it. A little bit of a pump fake.
That was nice.
I like to call one of those the little man special. You get those big guys off their feet and able to kind of get the ball around them. It's a good look there by Tyson. Knocks it down. Three-pointer off the mark there for Lindsay, which is rare in this first quarter. Carter's going to take the ball down the floor with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Try to tie this ball game up. Gives the ball down low. Maybe kind of trying to force a little bit too much in there. Throws the ball away. Lindsay for three. Again, off the mark. Rebounded by Spencer. Carter going to bring the ball across half court. Heffley pulls up, knocks it down. And that gives Davis their first lead of the game, 14-13. 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Three-pointer off the mark, and really shockingly so, as he was wide open for that. Ball gets away. Heffley pulls up again, off the rim. Lindsay going to force.
Good play by Dakota.
Carter gets his hand up, affects that pass a little bit. So, real quick during the substitution here is Braxton Griffin and Landon Gibson come onto the floor. The Carter and Wyatt going to go off the floor. We talked about how young Lindsay was, but there is not a whole lot of seniors on the bench over there for the Wolves. And looks like also Isaac Lewis going to come on for Heffley. Only a couple of seniors over there.
Only two on the court right now for Davis. Oh, wow.
Ball kind of got away and ends up back in Lindsay's hands. Loses the dribble, goes out of bounds.
1:16 to go. Davis still up by one in the first.
Talking about Spencer Clinton and Tyson being the only seniors on the floor right now. But with that, seniors a couple on the floor. There's also a couple freshmen on the floor.
Yeah, there is.
Little floater, not going to get there. Ball's getting bounced around. Almost picked up by Moss. Gets away, picked up by Lindsay. Lindsay's going to work the ball around, trying to find an open spot. Does kind of get through the lane there. Little jump.
Davis ball.
27 seconds to go. There's going to be some substitutions here. Braxton back off, Isaac off, Landon Gibson off, and Dalton, Carter,
you got the starters
and Fielding.
back on the court.
Yeah, Dalton, Carter, and Fielding. So we got the starters back on the floor. The final 25 seconds of this first quarter. Fielding with the ball, going to work the ball around. Lost the ball as he tried to go up for it.
We're going to get it.
I say Lindsay tried to throw the ball ahead and kind of led his guy a little too far. Dakota picked it up. Didn't quite have enough time to turn around and throw it towards the end.
Hey, one of the more high-energy quarters I've seen the boys play. We're up by one.
And really, after being down 6 to start really fast, 8-2, I think we've turned that around well. So
A lot of good screens, getting Dalton the opportunity to shoot the three.
Yeah, I think Dalton's spark beyond the arc is kind of what got the boys rolling. And luckily for them, they're able to keep that going and take a 1-point lead into the second quarter.
A lot of hustle on the boards, too. A lot of fighting for position, getting good rebounds, and playing good defense. Like you said, they're playing good man defense. Probably some of the best man defense I've seen them play this year. So, 10 seconds to go before second quarter. I'd love to see some of the same in this quarter.
Yeah.
And maybe a few less three-pointers fall for Lindsay.
Well, you saw it. They kind of went cold there towards the end of that first quarter. Missed a couple of them, but they're going to keep shooting. They're going to have some fall. I would like to see that cold streak continue for a little bit.
Absolutely.
I like the looks that the Davis offense is getting.
Not a single person for Davis under 6 foot right now.
Which is just absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, I thought he was going to call a foul there. He actually called a walk on Lindsay.
On number 34.
So it'll go back to Davis. Carter's going to bring the ball across half court. They're going to work the ball inside to the high post of Spencer Clinton. Spencer tried to force it over.
There you go. Take it to the bucket. And
attack the rim. Lindsay coach wanted a jump ball, but was a foul on Lindsay. Number 5 is first.
5.
Team foul number 1.
And that's one of their shooters, I believe.
Yeah. Dakota knocks down the first. And foul trouble is kind of a different thing now with the new rule change this year. I don't know how much everybody else has talked about it, but we've talked about it some. Fouls reset each quarter now, and the double bonus is effective at 5 fouls. There is no single bonus, I guess you would say. They're going to call a walk there on number 34 again. She kind of caught the ball as he was going to the floor. Inbounded to Heffley. Heffley thought about pulling up there for a second. Braxton attacks, pulls up from the free throw line. Can't quite get the fall. Spencer Clinton.
Good job, Spencer.
Always keeping the ball alive, tipping it around till he can get his hands on it, puts it off the glass and in. Extends it to 17-13 now. Wolves in the lead. Lindsay attacks, chucks his ball around, pulls up from beyond the arc near side, knocks it down.
Waltz for 3.
And I think that's a guy you're going to have your hand in his face anytime he sees the ball. Carter going to attack the rim, gives the ball near side to Spencer. Shuffles his feet a little bit too much there, gets called for the travel. You're going to say Lindsay ball. Pass goes up.
Good tight defense by the boys.
I like it. I would like to see us, when those shooters, and ball hits the shooters' hands, I'd like to see us on them, kind of like the Lindsay girls were on our girls tonight.
But
so far, so well, I believe. Lindsay's trying to work the ball down low. Nope, foul call there. It's going to go back the other way. Carter gives the head to Spencer. Spencer throw. Oh, what? Finds it. Oh! Wide open Tyson Moss, and I don't think he really knew how wide open he was. Ball ends up in Spencer Clinton's hand, who attacks the rim and does get a charging foul called against him. That should be his second, I believe.
Yeah. Offensive foul 23, Spencer Clinton. His second. Team foul number 1.
Landon Gibson. But I don't know who else came on. Dalton
that was
Heflin?
it. Landon.
Okay. good. Another block by Wyatt Fielding. Sometimes the job is not to score points, but to defend the points, and that's exactly what Wyatt Fielding has done tonight so far. Dalton Heffley in the corner. He pulls up from out there, not a lot of room, does fall short. Lindsay's gonna push the ball back down the other way. Good defense there by to make him pull up. He's gonna attack the rim anyway. Can't get it to go. I'm gonna call a walk there.
A lot of defense going on tonight.
Yeah, I really would not have expected. A lot of really good defense that's, forcing just a slight shot change to force the miss on both ends of the floor. Wyatt Fielding going to have the ball on the far side. Heffley pulls up, knocks it down. Heffley right now kind of leading the boys.
3 for 4 on three-pointers, I believe.
75% from beyond the arc. It's a pretty dang good night. Defense going to swarm out there. Still staying with that tight man defense is Davis.
Well, and he lost it on the dribble.
Forces the ball to break loose away from the ball handler and goes out of bounds. Davis ball going the other way. Carter on the near side. Loses his footing, but able to stay upright. Swings it to far to Landon. Landon tried to find an opening to get inside. Gives it back out to Carter. Heffley thought about it, I think. If he'd have got a good handle on the pass, I think he would have. Carter pulls up from the free throw line. Can't quite get it. Rebounded Lindsay, going back the other way. Lindsay's going to pull up from the near side. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Gibson. Under 4 minutes to go now, 3:39 on the clock. Lindsay going to try to... Landon kind of lost the ball. I guess one of the Lindsay players got a hand on it. The referee does say it stays with Davis. We'll take it. Throws the ball back court to Braxton. Braxton going to dribble across, throws it way down in the corner to Wyatt Fielding. Swings the ball underneath. Braxton pulls up right there, off the front of the rim. It's going to go out of bounds on the Wolves. I know you probably wouldn't agree with me. Wyatt gets the ball in the corner, pull up, man. Take a shot from out there. Let's see it.
He hadn't been given the okay to do that.
Lindsay dribbling the ball around. Davis doing a good job of not really giving anything inside to Lindsay. A couple of those big blocks by Wyatt, I think, are pushing them to stay outside.
They're trying to get that open three, and right now we're not giving it to them. Well, there's a look.
They do not get that one to fall. Griffin near side. Moss pulls up from the far side, knocks it down. And just like that, Davis out in front, 23-16, 2 minutes to go, just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. Lindsay gonna drive, attacks, does get a finger roll to fall.
Taylor.
Lindsay tries to throw it ahead for a quick
Foot on the line.
timeout by Lindsay. I think
He wasn't down there to see it, but his foot was on the line.
Yeah,
he was OB.
there was no referee far enough down to see it, but unfortunately they weren't able to call it. But Lindsay does call a timeout, and I think the coach knew it as well.
Yeah.
He was quick to call that when he got a chance. Check the chat one more time, see who all's out there. We got almost 50 people watching with us tonight.
And I'm not faulting him. He couldn't see that from where he was at. If it wasn't for the bird's eye view and the bird's nest, I wouldn't have seen that.
That's very true. Very true.
Anyway.
I just want to give another shout out, not just to them, but I want to give a shout out to the Davis cheerleaders. I think they've done a phenomenal job tonight, as well as the newly incorporated to the basketball scene, the Davis band.
Yeah.
Been here tonight, played well, got the crowd into it. It is a loud game tonight. A lot of people in here tonight.
It is a full gym. A lot of people here to see the Wolves beat the Leopards.
Yeah, again, kind of that unspoken rivalry from the Davis side standpoint, I think. Not as many as I expected on the Lindsay side, but
Right.
Isaac Lewis
Good
able
job,
to get a hand on
Isaac.
the pass. Gives to Carter. Minute 30 to go in the first half. Carter's going to attack the rim. Pulls up. Gives back out to Isaac. Kind of missed Dalton there cutting inside. Pass goes right in between Landon and Dalton.
1:15 to go in the half.
23-18. Wolves leading. Lindsay pulls up from the top of the key. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Lindsay. Third chance at it. Does get it to fall.
Basket by Cameron.
Puts it back to a single possession game. 40 seconds to go in the half. They're going to call Carter for the walk there.
We're going to have to block out on the boards and not let them get three shots.
We can't let them get those second and third chances on it. I think that's been crucial here in the later parts of this first half. Lindsay looks like they want to be able to take the last shot at this. Maybe even try to tie it up, or we 1 point down going into half. Six seconds on the clock. He's going to attack the rim. Loses the ball. 1.6 left on the scoreboard.
Be interesting to see who gets this foul. 24.
Okay. That's Wyatt's second, I believe.
First.
No, it's first. Okay.
Spencer's got two. Wyatt's got one.
Oh, that's right. When Wyatt had the block earlier, it wasn't called on Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So that'll be his first.
His first. Team foul number 2.
Landon goes on. Tyson comes on. Lindsay trying to get the ball in. Does get the ball up there. Can't get it to fall, so it'll go into halftime. 23-20. Wolves leading the Leopards. Not the way we wanted to start the game, but I think Dalton got hot. Really kind of got the spark going in the Wolves.
Yeah.
I think Lindsay's not going to go away. They're going to continue to shoot. They're going to get buckets to fall. We're just going to have to keep that momentum going our way. Keep moving the ball well. Keep playing defense like we're playing.
Yeah,
and I think we'll be okay.
And we're going to have to hit the boards like we were in the first period. That first period, I don't think they had many rebounds. I know they didn't get three shots on one possession.
Yeah,
we're going to have to crash the boards.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see that coming back out. So with that being said, we got about 9 minutes before the second half comes out. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a little bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got about 4 minutes to go before the start of this second half, but I have a special guest up here with me. I have my pick for the player of the game for the girls' game, Miss Maddie Morton. How you doing, Maddie?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I think you guys played well. Chad and I were up here talking about it. It wasn't the prettiest of win at times, but it's still a W, right?
Yeah.
Stay undefeated. You played well. Man, how does it feel to play down low? You guys are like 2 twin towers down there. So, I mean, how's that feel?
I mean, it gets tough at times, but we just work together and we work as hard as we can work.
I mean, that's all you can ask for. You guys do a great job at it. I can tell you right now, we talk about it from the boys' perspective, that it's been a long time since Davis has seen this many guys over 6 foot. But I don't know I've ever seen girls like you two twin towers, you and Kinsley Barnes down low, and that's got to be tough for other girls to come play against you guys. You guys stay undefeated. Now you're looking forward to, you guys play, do y'all play again Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, because Albuquerque Winter Classic, right?
Yep.
Start off with Little Axe, I believe, right?
Yes.
In media today, we were talking about who was going to be, working what games. I went ahead and marched you guys all the way to the championship. You guys are going to take it home, right?
I hope so.
All right.
Should.
That's what I plan to see. Thank you, Maddie, for coming up here and talking to us. Congratulations on the win and staying undefeated tonight. We'll see you guys again on Thursday. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We hit the buttons there to come back, and all of a sudden we got the band playing in our ear.
Goodness.
I am not complaining at all. I think it's awesome the band is here. Congratulations to them and their year that they've had. I guess their previous year, because it is a new year.
By the way, can you repeat everything you just said? Because I didn't hear a word of it.
But we cranked that those sound back on, and all of a sudden it was blaring in our ear. So I don't know if you guys could hear them at home, but they're doing a great job here in the gym. Looks like they are headed out for the evening, actually, as we get ready to start the second half of this game. 23-20. Lindsay starts with the ball. Davis on top. Chad, I know you weren't up here for it, but we had our little special guest there for a few minutes. Player of the game. My pick for player of the game from the first game. Maddie Morton was up here, talked highly about it. She freely admitted that it wasn't the best looking win, but a win's a win.
Right.
And they stay undefeated, so congratulations to them as they are now looking at Little Axe for that Arbuckle Winter Classic, which starts on Thursday. Lindsay going to still work the ball around. Davis defense playing pretty well right now on this first possession. Does get a wide open three, though. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Ball rolls all the way out. It's rebounded by Spencer. I won't talk anymore about how good defense we're playing.
That eject button worked well on that.
Davis going to start with the ball. Carter at the top of the key. Carter going to drive in, pulls up right there, short jumper, misses, gets his own rebound though, gives it Spencer Clinton under the basket, gets the bucket.
Shot.
Good look there by, good look by Carter there. I think that's where it shows, you know, in his younger years, I think he would have automatically gone right back up with the ball, which is nothing wrong with that. But having the court vision to see Spencer there alone and get the bucket, Lindsay goes right back down and knocks down a three, makes it a 2-point game, 25-23. Oh, wow. Fast pass ahead to Dalton Heffley. Gets an easy bucket off the glass. Kind of caught the Leopards sleeping a little bit on defense there. Ball gets away.
Going to be with Davis ball.
I was going to say, I thought
it went off of his foot, I believe.
It looked like it went off the Leopard's foot.
Yeah.
You know, of course, the Lindsay fans disagree, but it did look to me like that's what happened, and it will be Davis ball underneath the basket. Man, okay. All right. Maybe not the greatest inbound pass, but they were able to find each other. Tyson Moss finds a little floater into Spencer, who, you know, alley-oop almost, and gets the tip in. Lindsay right back down, pulls up a three, misses. Heffley pulls up a quick three. Rebounded by Moss, who goes back up, can't quite get it to fall. Third chance at it, though, Spencer Clinton. So right there, you're getting exactly what you asked for, attacking the boards. Right now, the Wolves attacking the boards, extending this lead, 31-23.
Another block by Wyatt. I don't know if you saw that, but he came over and got the block with his left hand.
So hey, that's a good block there. They do call him for the foul. That's going to be his first.
No. That's just out of bounds. They didn't call a foul.
He had a foul from a while ago. Yeah. My apologies.
Yeah, that would have been two if he had.
Okay. So they just go out of bounds, and we'll stay with Lindsay on the other side. Missed the layup. Tyson Moss with the rebound, going to come back the other way. Tries to give to Spencer. Loose ball. Spencer picks it up. Gives Carter back to Spencer. Wow, what
ball movement. Way to go, guys.
Finds Tyson Moss. So right now, I mean, if you were 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, I think, you know, I don't like talking about it this early, but if you're talking players of the game right now, offensively, I think I would have to, you know, talk about Dalton Heffley early in the game, getting the spark going for the team in the first half. Wyatt's defensive had a couple of 3 blocks now, I believe. And then you talk about Spencer's offensive rebounds.
Man, Spencer's been in the right place. He's got rebounds, and I think he's got about 10 to 12 points right now.
And a lot of those off those offensive rebounds or close baskets inside. So, you know, right now, 3 guys right there really playing good and getting Davis going on the right way. I know, you know, we talked about it earlier. Davis got hot to start the season. Their boys were playing really well, got ranked. Then they saw that ranking. It was something that, quite honestly, Davis basketball wasn't used to.
No.
And they got high on themselves, and then they went to Little Axe. Little Axe kind of put them in their place, so to speak. I think we can all honestly admit that right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and blew them out of the water and sent Davis kind of in a downward spiral a little bit for a few games. Davis now kind of, right now against Lindsay, who has had their number, you know, in multiple sports until this past football season, just throwing that out there, but has really had their way on the basketball floor with them for the last couple of years as well. And now Davis handling business right now, up 10 points with 4:50 to go in this third quarter. Lindsay up with a short shot. And man, that one just hit the eject button as well. Comes right back
We're going to have
out.
to quit talking about that eject button. If somebody's going to want to check that goal.
Yeah, I'm sure. Tyson's going to drive in, gets a layup, easy bucket off the glass. Tyson, I think, is starting to get the confidence built up in himself to do that more often. He's a great basketball player. Just want him to get.
Good block by Spencer.
Right now everybody's playing well. I could sit here and talk all night about all the good things everybody's doing.
Yeah. There you go. I'll tell you what, I think Lindsay's a little on their heels right now.
They're on their heels, and you know, Davis is playing well and not taking their foot off the gas, which is exactly what they need to do.
That one's going to be on 22, I believe. If he calls that on 23, I'll be shocked because Spencer wasn't even anywhere near him.
Okay, he does call one on 22. I still didn't see it, but he's down there close, and I'm 41 years old now. My eyes don't work like they used to.
I'm 54, and I saw that plainly, but I'm not going to comment.
24. Mid-well.
So they brought 34 in, going to give 21 a little break, and they brought number 1 in for Lindsay, going to give one of their shooters a break. So
Landon Gibson in, going to give Spencer a rest for a minute. Ball's going to stay with that Davis. Oh. Other ref's going to overturn that and say it's Lindsay ball.
okay.
Lindsay going to work the ball around. Trying to attack inside. He does get inside, gets an easy layup.
Basket by Taylor.
Pulls it back within single digits. Landon going to attack the rim. Tried to get it over with, but couldn't quite get a good pass over to Wyatt. Had Wyatt open underneath. Lindsay going to pull up from 3. Falls short. Moss on a fast break. Ball's bouncing around everywhere. Rebounded by Lindsay. Throws out, pulls up from 3, knocks that one down. Right there, pull up, Wyatt. Take the shot. Braxton does pull up, though. Lindsay, hustle effort play to keep the ball inbounds. Then throws it in.
Good job, Braxton.
Hustle play by Braxton to get the loose ball. Good move there by Braxton, or by Wyatt, excuse me.
Nice pass by Dalton Heffley.
Found him cutting inside.
Takes it back to a 10-point game.
Lindsay going to work the ball around the edge again. Pulls up from beyond the arc. Knocks it down.
That young man doesn't miss from 3.
No, you're going to have to get a hand in his face. He's going to slowly chip away. Davis working the ball around. Not sure how that came off of Tyson.
No, not either, but
referee,
I wasn't down there. He was.
Yeah, referee saw it plain as day.
Down to a 7-point lead for Davis, 39-32, 1 minute to go in the third. Good defense by Davis.
Wyatt's going to go take a breather. Isaac Lewis going to come on.
Oh, he walked, but okay.
Pulls up, misses.
Good job by
Rebounded by
Dakota.
Spencer. And then Feast handed to Dakota. Brings out a court. Braxton's going to pull up. Knocks it down. Real close there.
Yeah.
Real close.
42-32, 35 seconds to go in this period. Jump ball. Good defense by Braxton.
Good job by Braxton.
9 times out of 10, he gets the foul, but that time he got the jump ball.
You'll take it.
Hey, no slide on him. It's just the way the calls usually go with him.
It is usually the way they go. Now, he needs to be thanking the good Lord because he got away with a walk down here before he knocked the 3 down.
Yeah.
And then does get the very rare jump ball call in that situation.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, nobody down here was going to call it. It does finally get called from the top up here.
Yeah.
It's 34, just shoulder checked Dakota Carter. You know, it's really as physical as this game has been. There's only one foul on each side of the board.
Yeah, for this
period, which is very strange. Inbounded to Carter.
Nail it.
I would have loved to seen Carter pull up there. Spencer does pull up. Knocks it down.
Yes, sir.
At the buzzer. Puts it up 45-32.
Big man with a 3.
And number 5 for Lindsay. Got a pretty bad nosebleed here.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, they're gonna have to tell everybody back off. They're gonna have to clean it up.
Call in hazmat here. Hey, we got a guest up here, Bobby. I'm going to pass off my headset.
All right, by all means, throw it. He's way better at this than we are. Yeah. Our football play-by-play man has joined us up here in the birdcage, Mr. Brad Bentley.
What's up, boys?
How you doing, sir?
Hey, well, I didn't recognize you, that clean-shaven Bobby Alexander over there. I was like, whoa, it threw me off for a second.
You know, I don't understand. I've gotten a lot of weird looks today, and I don't know why, but, you know.
Baby Alexander. Baby Alexander, I like it. There you go.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was I feeling old as I was sitting at home with the Santa beard, and I was like, no,
it's time, huh?
Yeah, it's got to go. So
hey, so this is a fun one, guys. Lindsay's a good team.
Lindsay is a good team. Davis playing well. The girls we talked a little bit about earlier. I don't know if you were here for the girls game, but
it was great.
It wasn't the prettiest of wins.
It was a win, man.
But they got the win, stay undefeated, going into the Arbuckle Winter Classic. The boys, really, I am playing well tonight. A lot of people playing well as a team and getting ready to go into that Arbuckle Winter Classic. I've talked to a few of them. They're looking for Little Axe.
Yeah, there we go. I bet they're ready for it.
They want Little Axe for that redemption game because they feel like they deserved that ranking, and then they just kind of lost track of it. But they're getting back on the right track, and they want Little Axe in that Arbuckle Winter Classic in just a couple of days.
So this Lindsay team, I've watched these guys for a couple years now. The group that are freshmen and sophomore, which there's a lot of them playing for Lindsay right now.
Yep.
You know, when these kids were younger, they were state champions like back-to-back years. So I've seen those kids, and I know what they have. There's like 12, who's their leading scorer, I think, in the first half. He's a freshman. 34, the big guy that just fouled so hard he lost a shoe a few minutes ago. You know, he's a sophomore, but they young group for the most part. We've seen them. We're a young group also, other than some of those senior leaders we got out there right now.
I mean, you talk about it, for the most part, the only seniors that have seen the floor tonight are Spencer and Tyson.
Yeah.
There are some more seniors over on the bench, with Gabe Gaddis and Ty Hillis, I know, but on the floor is only 2 of them.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's it's kind of like that girls team. That girls team, our girls have 0 seniors on the team.
No seniors, So, Davis basketball going to be a good thing for the next few years, I think.
It is. So 22 is actually the kid that I was talking about that's also in that 9th grade group who's out there right now.
Okay, so he's bringing the ball across the court. Wyatt, big face out there on him on defense. They have to get the ball up. They're going to swing it to the far side. Now back to the near side. Go ahead, Brad.
So I like some of the matchups we've been putting out defensively. Played a lot of guys in this game, and you almost have to stay fresh because they're going to press the whole court most of the game. We've got them out of that press at this point just because we were breaking it earlier in the game. But we played a lot of kids, and it's going to pay dividends as this comes down to the stretch.
Now, Brad, we've talked about it a couple of times in this game, and we've kind of made a joke of it, but it's a true thing. I've been around for 20 years now, and when Davis had one guy over 6 foot, that was something.
I've watched it too, and really to compete at the highest level, you've got to have 2 or 3 kids in that 6'2" to 6'5" range because the top 8 teams that make it to state every year, they all have them.
Yeah, and when you really look at Davis right now, Tyson's the shortest one.
Yeah, we've got a lot of really good height, and we come off the bench with a lot of height.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing is like just because we start with a bunch of height, we still have players that fill in those spots with height, which is not traditional Davis basketball. And right now, and they're not height that can't get up and down the floor. They've shown fast-break offense all night long. I like it. I think it's an uphill take. Everything is up from here with Davis basketball.
Been watching 2A basketball for a long time just because that's where I came out of as one of those 2A basketball juggernauts. So been to the state tournament probably 30 or 40 times myself. And this is a team that, height-wise, we could we're comparable to anybody we'll see there. Now, don't have as much speed as some of those teams. Yeah. Dakota Carter, he's got plenty. It'll help having Dax, having another guy out there on the perimeter when he comes back also.
For 3.
There we go, yeah. Wolves are really tearing it up right now. Up 16 now, man, and I did not see that early in this game.
No, I did not either. As Lindsay goes down and hits a 3, right back. But I think, yes, we don't have maybe the speed that we would see in that state tournament situation, but our court vision and shooting ability does make up for that, I think, some. As Wyatt looking for a big post play here. Big move.
Takes it to the hole.
Nice job by Wyatt fielding.
And that should have been an and one right there. He got fouled on that, but we did not get that call. Now, that's one thing I'll tell you about these officials. They don't mind letting them mix it up in the point.
No, they're letting them play. Not a lot of fouls called. I said it in the first game, in the girls' game. I would have liked to seen consistency as far as letting them play or not letting them play. I don't think it was one team or the other. But the consistency, I think, has been there in the boys' game thus far.
Big rebound by Wyatt right there. Again, we can start slowing it down now at this point, boys. We make them extend the defense.
About 5.5 left to go in this one. 50-35.
Well, I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Fielding. I know he's having a great time, and I'm going to sit down and enjoy the rest of this Wolves win, boys.
Brad, we always love having you up here. We appreciate it. As Dakota Carter drives in and gets an easy bucket off the glass. Brad, thanks again, man.
Thank you, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Lindsay going to swing the ball around. Always love having Brad on here with us.
Oh, absolutely. And he's just got that voice.
Oh, yeah. He does it so well. Lindsay pulls up for 3. Nobody in there to get the rebound. Another big block by Wyatt Fielding. Man. Trying to see who they're going to call that foul on. Wyatt trying to signal the sideline. Tapping that head. He said, man, I need a second. I need a second. Missed free throw right there. Tyson Moss, and of course Wyatt couldn't get that.
He's not even waiting. He saw Isaac. He's like, I'm getting off the court.
Yeah, he didn't even give Spencer the chance to turn around before he started heading off. But he's had a good night. 4 or 5 blocks. Another missed free throw. Rebounded by Lindsay, though. They're going to call a foul there on Spencer, I believe.
And he also got a T.
You can see Coach Blackwell having a pretty serious discussion with him right now that there's no need for that. I don't know what was said or what transpired to get the T, as he does make the first free throw. Coach Blackwell turned to Wyatt and said, hey, you got to go back in the game. He's like, hang on 1 second. I got to get another drink. And Wyatt does make his way back onto the floor for Spencer.
Now 2 more shots. The first 2 were the foul for the shoot, and this is the technical foul.
Okay.
So this is a possible 4-point swing for them.
And they get the ball back.
Yep.
As they're going to try to bring it to 39 there. And
Still going to be a 13-point game.
His 4th personal.
And I hate to say it, but that just tarnishes the great night that he had, you know?
It does. I would like to see him, you got to learn.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, he put his shoulder into Carter there.
That was definitely a charge, but
I 100%.
oh, my goodness.
I 100%
and he tried to
agree.
clothesline him, so.
Mr. Cook up here in the top of the stands, I 100% agree with him. You got to call that on both ends. We know how that's been, Chad. We've been sitting over there yelling out before.
Well,
Number 2.
a few years ago, I was deemed the professional for, or the expert. The
expert, yeah.
For all of my yelling at games.
That's right.
So I've tried to, bring it in a little bit.
But, I agree. I feel like you do have to call it both ways. And it was clear to me from up here that he did lower his shoulder to go through Dakota Carter.
And I guarantee you, if 23 or 24 for Davis had done that same move,
absolutely would have been a charge
they would have gotten the foul because they're the biggest guys on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that statement.
But you let a little guy do it, and sometimes they can get away with it. So I think that's what we saw.
Yeah, I agree.
Not a diminutive of stature, but comparatively speaking, he's a smaller guy, and so he was able to get away with the shoulder check there. And then he got clotheslined down here on this end. I don't know if you saw that.
So I didn't see that part.
Completely had him wrapped around the neck, and then seemed surprised that he got called for a foul.
So what I figured conversations are going on right now is if you're on the Davis side, the conversation is calm down.
Yeah.
Relax. We're up 52-39 in the 4th quarter with 4:30 to go in the game. We need to relax and play our ball, not get caught up in the emotion.
Right.
If you're on the opposing side, Lindsay's probably having the conversation that, hey, don't be outlandish with it right now. You don't want them to tell them to calm down because right now their momentum is trying to get them going that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they don't want to get themselves where they're in trouble and fall into the chippiness as well. So.
And number 5 is back on the court for Lindsay, and he's their 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
He's the one with the nosebleed earlier. So
I'm glad he's back on the court.
Yeah.
I hate to see anybody go out due to any form of injury of any kind. So. Carter misses the first, misses the second. Rebounded by Fielding, though.
And I don't see that at all, but that guy's got it in right now. He down there, and he saw it clearly more than we did. So no foul on that, even though he about took his head off. But
well, is what it is. Ball's going back the other way.
And again,
Lindsay.
they're playing ball. The fouls are equal. It's 3-2. So for the most part.
For the most part, it's been pretty good both ways. So Lindsay going to work the ball around. Tries to drive in, finds a 3-point shooter. He does pull up, in and out. We're going to say it stays off of Davis, I believe off of Isaac. It's going to stay with Lindsay underneath the basket. Tyson's going to go in for Braxton Griffin. .407 to go. Does get the ball inbounded. We're going to call a foul there on Wyatt.
It's going to be his second.
There you go. Get it back up. That's on 24. Fielding his second.
Braxton comes right back onto the floor. Isaac goes off.
Counts at the line. 21 remaining.
Outside of Spencer being off, most of the starters back on the floor for the Wolves. Carter going to bring the ball across half court. He's going to attack the rim right here. Good look. I like it. Puts it back up to a 12-point game, 54-42. Lindsay going to attack. Tries a spinning jumper off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Moss. Moss going to come across half court. Carter trying to go baseline, swings it far side, now finds Heffley open. Off the front of the rim. Good look there by Heffley, though. Number 5 for Lindsay pulls up. Looks like he was going to try to take it all the way. Tyson was able to get in his way and stop that. Lindsay finds the pick and roll. Does get the bucket.
And they've cut it to a 10-point game.
3 minutes to go in the game. Timeout by Coach Blackwell.
Timeout Wolves.
Want to see the Wolves, they're up 10 here.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout.
2:55 to go in the game. Want to see them finish strong here. I think this would be a huge win for them here at home, starting the second half of the season.
They just got to play smart ball, not have these turnovers, and then get out there on number 5 and number 23 for Lindsay when they're outside the 3-point. Because
yeah, I want to see Davis. What I want to see right now is obviously we had the technical foul called.
And we kind of lost momentum right then.
Yeah, I don't want to see this. We've got to learn to deal with adversity.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of been the theme of the season thus far is when we see adversity, we tend to struggle. Right now, 10-point game. I think this would be a huge thing. We've got some adversity with us. Spencer now back out on the floor. Spencer gets the inbound. It's going to be a foul on number 23.
Also 23, Cater, his second.
That's going to be 4 fouls, so
Team foul number 3.
3 fouls for them. So as both teams are kind of getting close to that bonus here in the fourth quarter. Aaron pass, ball ends up loose ball, gets away, finds Spencer down the floor. Want to see the boys settle down here.
Jump ball. Possession, Wolves.
Blackwell was close.
Blackwell, he not real thrilled with that trying to tip pass by Spencer. Almost gave the ball away. Finds Heffley in the corner. Corner 3, knocks it down. That's just what they needed right there. 2:26 to go in the game. 57-44, Wolves leading. Ball gets away from him. It's going Davis ball. Lindsay coach not happy with the call, or non-call. Going to call a foul there, so that puts both teams at 4 fouls. Next foul for both teams would put the opposing team in the bonus.
Second. Team foul number 4.
Good look by Wyatt, finds Spencer Clinton down low.
And that's what they're doing tonight, for the most part, finding the open guy with the last-second pass.
Yeah, I think it's done well for him. They're going to say punched out of bounds by Davis. It's going to stay Lindsay ball. Minute 51 to go. 59-44. Wolves leading. Number 5, I expect him to be the one to start taking most of the shots here. He misses the front one on the front of the rim. Rebounded by Lindsay, though. He's going to attack the rim now. Misses that one. Rebounded by Fielding. Ball gets tipped off of by a Lindsay player. Goes out of bounds. Will be Davis ball. Inbounded to Heffley. Heffley finds Spencer down, who finds wide, easy layup.
I don't know why there's not a tee there.
There should 100% be a tee for grabbing the rim like that, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah.
61-44, minute 15 to go in the game. Three-pointer by Lindsay, off the side, rebounded by Fielding, gives to Carter. Fielding to Clinton. Clinton, easy layup. (63-44). Fancy layup doesn't fall. Good defense there by Fielding. Looks like Lindsay's just okay to let this clock run out. Doesn't look like they're going to force a whole lot here.
No, we got a 19-point lead. I don't see any need. And I'll tell you what, Davis has played a great game tonight. I don't know who to give it to, but I'm going to have to go with I'd have given it to the Polecat if it wasn't for the tee, but I got to go with Heffley.
Okay, so I give you your pick. Is one I wavered on, right? I think Heffley got the spark going. I think he made some good shots here late. But from start to finish, he's your kid. I got to go with him. I got to go with White Fielding. He had big blocks, big defensive plays, and an offensive shooting team like Lindsay, I got to go with the defense. Big play. Wyatt Fielding, player of the game for me. You give it to Heffley. I think it's a win-win either way.
Oh, yeah.
And
Spencer played a great game. I'm taking nothing away from him.
No.
I just want him to play smart.
Without the technical, I think Spencer is right there in our talks.
Yeah.
But that technical, unfortunately, kind of pushes him out of it. But great game by the Wolves. Back on the winning track.
Start the new year.
Start the new year with a couple of wins. Both teams going on, getting the win at home before we start the Arbuckle Classic on Thursday. Girls against Little Lac, 6:30 p.m., 8 p.m. Boys versus Roth. Be a good one. We'll see you guys then.
See ya.